Good morning, students. So my name is Antonio Arias III, and I'm your teacher in math. Okay, so for today, our topic is all about sequence. But before that, we will have first our objective. At the end of this lesson, the students are able to first define pattern. Second, demonstrate pattern in each example. Third, formulate problems regarding pattern. Fourth, define sequence. Fifth, differentiate finite and infinite sequence. Sixth, solve problem regarding sequence. Seventh, define arithmetic sequence. Eighth, solve problem involving arithmetic sequence. Ninth, define arithmetic sequence. And lastly, we have solve problem involving arithmetic sequence. What is pattern? Pattern. These are the things arranged following a rule or rules. Example, these tiles are arranged in a pattern. As you can see here, the tiles has its pattern and it is arranged by rules. Actually, there is also pattern in math. Okay, another example, there is a pattern in these numbers. We have 2, 7, 12, 17, and 22. They follow a rule starts at 2 and add 5 each time. So as you observe here, you add 5 to 2 to get the next term, and you add 5 to 7 to get the next term also. 12 plus 5 to obtain 17. 17 plus 5 to obtain 22. So as you can see here, there's a pattern. To obtain the next term, you need to add 5. Okay, next. What is sequence? When we say sequence, it is a function whose domain is the finite set 1 to 3 dot 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 n or infinite set 1 to 3 dot 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 n and so on and so forth. So when we say finite set, it has its ending. And when we say infinite set, it is a continuous set of set of numbers. Okay. The finite sequence has 5 terms. We may use the notation a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, dot dot dot, a sub n to denote a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub n respectively. Okay. So try this out. Okay, so this activity is you need to identify the pattern. You need to identify what is next. Example number 1. What is the next term? 1, 3, 9, 27, and 81. So as you can see here, you multiply 3 to the first term to obtain the next term. Say for instance, 1 times 3 is equal to 3. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. 9 times 3 is equal to 27, and 27 times 3 is equal to 81. And then next is 81 times 3 is equal to the next term. Okay, so your task here is you need to continue to find the next term to the next number. So the next number is we have, what is the next number? 160, 80, 40, 20, and 10. And lastly, we have, what is the next number? We have 9, 4, -1, and -6, and -11. So you will answer this in a sheet of paper. Next, arithmetic sequence. When we say arithmetic sequence, it is a sequence where every term after the first is obtained by adding a constant. A constant is called a common difference. Say for example, these numbers. We have 2, 5, 8, 11, and 14. So as you can see here, to obtain the next term, you have your adding constant or called as a common difference, which is 3. So you add 3 to get the next term. Say for example, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, 5 plus 3 is equal to 8, 8 plus 3 is equal to 11, and 11 plus 3 is equal to 14. So another examples, we have the sequences we have 1, 4, 7, 10, and 15, 11, 7, 3 are examples of arithmetic sequence since each one has a common difference 3 and -4. Okay, 1 plus 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. 7 plus 3 is equal to 10, and so on and so forth. As long as you will add 3 to get the next term. Another example we have 15 plus -4 is is equal to 11. 11 plus negative 4 is equal to 7. 7 plus negative 4 is equal 7 plus negative 4 is equal to 3. Okay, so that is why this is the example of arithmetic sequence, since there is a adding constant, or it is called as the common difference. Okay, so please answer this in your activity notebook. We have, what do we have in common? Below are squares formed by the matchsticks. So this activity, your task here is you need to count the number of matchsticks in each figure and record the results in a table. Okay, say for example, the number of squares we have, we need to form one square out of the matchsticks. Say for example, in one square, how many matchsticks needed to form a square? So it is obvious that you need to have four matchsticks in able for you to form a square. How about if you need to form two square out of the matchsticks? So simply you need seven matchsticks. Okay. So your task here is you need to continue to find the number of squares, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and record the number of matchsticks needed in a sheet of paper. Okay. Okay. Arithmetic sequence rule, or shall I say arithmetic sequence formula. So a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus close and open parentheses n minus 1 times the d. Okay, say for example, what is the 10th term of the arithmetic sequence? 5, 12, 19, and 26. Okay, so for the solution we need to consider the first term. So our first term here is we have a sub 1 is equal to 5. So how about our common difference? So our common difference there is 7. Why? Because you add 7 to obtain the next term. And lastly, our n is equal to 10, since we need to find the 10th term of this arithmetic sequence. Okay, so we need to follow the arithmetic sequence rule because we need to have a correct answer to this problem. And we need to follow this rule so that it is easy, so that it will be easy to us to solve the, the, the problem. Okay, a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times the d. A sub 10 is equal to 5, since our a sub 1 is 5 plus our n, which is 10 minus 1 times our common difference is 7. Okay, a sub 10 is equal to 5 plus 10 minus 1 is equal to 9 times the 7. A sub 10 is equal to 5 plus 9 times 7. A sub 10 is equal to 5. 9 times 7 is equal to 63. So A sub 10 is equal to 68. So therefore, the 10th term is 68. Arithmetic means. When we say arithmetic means, it is the term between any two consecutive terms of an arithmetic sequence. Example, find the three term between 2 and 34 of an arithmetic sequence. Solution. So, 2, since you add 3, term between 2 and 34, so you need to add it. Okay, 2, blank, 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 and 34. So first is we need to consider our a sub 1, since given, it is already given. So our a sub 1 is equal to 2. Our d is unknown because we cannot tell what will be our common difference. And our a sub 5 is 34. 34. Okay, so we need to follow the rule of the arithmetic sequence. So we need to consider its formula. So the formula is we have a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times n minus 1 times the common difference or the d. So our a sub n is equal to a sub 5 equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times the d. Then Then our a sub 5 is 34 equals our a sub 1 is 2 plus 5 minus 1 times the d. So after that, 34 equals 2, 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. Then after that, 34 is equal to 2, 4 times d is equal to 4d. So bring down 34 is equal to 2 plus 4d. After that, 34 transfer 2 to the other side, it will become negative 2 is equal to 4d. So 32 is equal to 4d. Divide both side by 4 to get the value of d. So 32 divided by 4 is 8. So now the common difference is 8. Then to get the next term or the second term, we need to add the first term to the our common difference, which is 8. So 2 plus 8 is equal to 10. Next, so our second term is equal to 10. Add the second term to get the add the second term by the common difference, which is 8, so that we can get the third term. So 10 plus 8 is equal to 18. Then that will be our third term. And then to get the fourth term, we need to add the third term to our common difference, which is 8. So 18 plus 8 is equal to 26. Okay, so thank you. So since we are done with our examples, now it is your turn to solve the following problems below. Okay, so you will answer this in a one-whole sheet of paper. Solve the following problem and show your solution. Number 1. Insert 3 in an arithmetic means between 1 and 21 and find the following. We have the D, A sub 2, A sub 3, and A sub 4. For number 2, you need to insert the arithmetic means between 3 and 19 and find the following. D, A sub 2, A sub 3, and A sub 4. Okay, for your assignment, please research about the secret of Carl Friedrich Ghost, and you need to answer the following problem below. So, number 1, what is the sum of each of the pair of 1 and 100, 2 and 99, 3 and 90, 98, 50 and 51? For number 2, how many pairs are there in number 1? For number 3, from your answers in number 1 and number 2, how do you get the sum of the integers from 1 to 100? And for number 4, what is the sum of the integers from 1 to 100? Okay, in finding the sum of arithmetic sequence, below are its formula. Or to find the sum of arithmetic sequence, we need to use this formula. Okay, so S sub n is equal to n bracket a sub n plus close in open parenthesis a sub 1 plus close in open parenthesis n minus 1 times the d, or another formula we have S sub n is equal to n over 2 bracket 2a sub 1 plus close in open parenthesis n minus 1 times the d. Say for example, find the sum of the first 5 term of the arithmetic sequence. Okay, say for example, find the sum of the first 6 term of the arithmetic sequence 5, 9, 13, and 17. For the solution, so since we are going to find the sum of the first 6 term of the arithmetic sequence, then we will use the formula of the sum of the arithmetic sequence. So the formula is S sub n is equal to n bracket a sub 1 plus open parenthesis a sub 1 plus open parenthesis n minus 1 cos parenthesis times the d over 2. S sub 6 is equal to 6 bracket 5 open parenthesis 5 open parenthesis 6 minus 1 close parenthesis 4 over 2. So S sub 6 is equal to 6 over 2 bracket 5 open parenthesis 5 plus 6 minus 1 close parenthesis 4. Then, S sub 6 is equal to 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. Bracket 5, open parenthesis 5, 6 minus 1 is equal to 5 times 4. S sub 6 is equal to 3. Bracket 5, open parenthesis 5, 4 times 5 is equal to 20. S sub 6 is equal to 3. Bring down bracket 5. 5 plus 20 is equal to 25. A sub 6 is equal to 3. 5 plus 25 is equal to 30. Then, A sub 6 is equal to 3 times 30 is equal to 90. So now, our S sub 6 is equal to 90. And the sum of the arithmetic sequence is 90. Now, so since we are done with our discussion about the sum of the arithmetic sequence. Now it is your turn and answer this in a one sheet of paper. Solve the following problem below and show your solution. For the number 1 to 3, find the first 8 terms of the following arithmetic sequence. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 3, 6, 9, 12, 5, 10, 15, 20. For 4 to 5, find the sum of the first 10 term of the arithmetic sequence. 2, 6, 10, 5, 11, 17. If you have some clarification to our lesson today, please visit our site https double slash www.gaitf.com/elearning. Thank you and God bless. Ano to?